Today we are going to visit one of only 4 drive-through caves in the world and the only one in the United States, Fantastic Caverns. Join us as we tour the cave with our tour guide Jared and check out the grounds. We are Scot and Kelly. Welcome to Grateful Getaways. On our way to Fantastic Caverns, we stopped at Flat Creek Restaurant. This is a great place with a fun atmosphere and comfort food at its best. Today's special was the all-you-could-eat fried chicken or catfish, and we decided to try both. It was a perfect stop before heading on down the road.
In 2.5 miles, turn right onto West Farm Road 92.
Fantastic Caverns is just minutes north of Springfield, Missouri. You will find yourself driving on farm roads to get there, but if you just follow your GPS, you should get there with no problem.
In 3/4 mile, turn right.
Fantastic Caverns is open daily except for Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. All other days you can find them open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the winter months, and depending on the time of year, the hours will change. Check the website for hours when you visit. Parking is free, and adult tickets for the cave are $34 each.
Hey everybody, today we're doing something we haven't done but have always wanted to do. It's 2 hours away from where we live and we've always known about it, but we've never done it. So today we're going through Fantastic Caverns, just north of Springfield. Sounds like fun, huh?
Yes. So we left home this morning. It was 17 degrees and it is like 32 degrees here now. We were just trying to get away from the cold and thought going into a cavern that's 60 degrees year round might be the perfect solution today. So come along, we're going to give it a try. John Knox was looking for his dog in 1862 when he discovered the cave. He went into the cave to rescue his dog, and because of this, the dog has been credited for finding the cave. This makes dogs an important part of the cave history, and dogs are welcome to ride through the cave with you as long as they are on a leash, making it one of the few dog-friendly caves. At one point, the cave was being ran as a speakeasy. It was closed down in the 1920s. Originally, the cave was lit with lanterns. In 1887, it was one of the first caves in the United States to use electricity powered by a steam generator. Later, a Delco generator that ran off kerosene is what they used. The Jeeps on display are there not only for photo ops, but also to learn about the history of the cave and how the Jeeps have been used over time for touring. They originally ran off gas, but were later designed to run off of a cleaner propane. This is to protect the cave environment. Jeep-drawn tram tours started in the early 1960s after bridges were built over the sinkholes. And while you're waiting for your tour to be called, be sure to visit the gift shop. We were soon called for our tour, and before you know it, we were inside the cave. The cave tour takes 1 hour on a 1-mile loop. Right away, we were surprised by how beautiful this cave is, as I think we thought the cave was more like a tunnel than that of a cave featuring the geological formations that this one does. Along the way, you will stop for a few minutes to watch a video about water in the cave. This is our tour guide, Jared. He did a great job and was very informative. Here, I'll let him do the talking.
During the Revolution, we relied on caves. War of 1812, we relied on caves. There were actually miners digging that saltpeter out, and we had one of the most devastating earthquakes in United States history right here in Missouri. Down on what they call the New Madrid Fault Line, still an active fault line to this day. Biggest battle was up there in Kansas City, Battle of Westport, over 30,000 troops. So you're looking at over 40,000 regular army within 2 hours of this place. So he kept the place to himself. Who knows, the armies probably took over his farm, either side for that matter. Commandeered the place and done what they wanted to with it. So 2 years after the war was over, he runs an ad in the Springfield paper. 12 young ladies, 12 young girls from the Springfield Athletics Club showed up on his doorstep. From 1867 till today, we've been bringing folks down here. 1920s, they had an underground nightclub in here, a speakeasy, during the days of Prohibition when alcohol was illegal. Yeah, we don't offer that whiskey tour anymore. I heard you chuckle, sir. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere. You guys are an hour ahead of us in Boston, but it's not 5 o'clock here yet. That operated for about 3 years. 2 brothers got into it. One of them shot the other one. Over a woman. Always a girl, right? Yes. Yeah, a little bit of Young and the Restless going on down here. 1960s, they ran country music shows in the cave. Buck Owens, Bobby Bear, Tom T. Hall, Ray Price, Sonny James, Lefty Frizzell. Run the show called Farmer Ramen here on NBC affiliate KGVX Radio, AM 1260, broadcasted out of the cave. Oh yeah, the acoustics in here are beautiful. Anybody want to sing in here? The Presley family from down in Branson, Missouri, they got their start down here, the Presley Jubilee. They left the cave in 1967, built a theater in 68. They wanted 2 things when they left the cave. More seats, a bigger facility, and they wanted to take the cool and warm environment with them. They wanted to build them with HVAC, heating and air. They can control the climate. 1968, that was a lot to have a building with air conditioning in. So you can kind of say we got a little marker on Branson down here.
This is the original entrance of the cave where John Knox's dog ran in. This is also where the 12 women who first toured the cave had to enter. So what'd you think?
Well, that was cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, glad we did it.
I
There was only 4 other people there with us, so six in total plus the driver. It was really nice, really cool. The driver was pretty funny and knew where we lived, and just
yeah, and it's really cool. They give us a free photo at the end of our ride.
There we are.
Early on, when you enter the cave, they will stop so they can take your group photo. These photos are given at no charge at the end of the tour. But we do have one tip for you. When you are entering the cave in the winter after being outside, you will want to take your glasses off for the pictures as they will fog right away. Most of us put them on our heads. All but one of us, that is. So it's a lot of fun.
We're going to go walk around on these little trails for a little bit and see what we can see. It's probably maybe 32, 33 outside, so it's like a heat wave.
It's nice. It's still only 20-something back home, so.
Stay tuned.
This is sweet now. I could do this.
Very nice. Might be a little cramped.
It's like the size of a bed. Look at this.
Never seen one like it. Fixer-upper for sure.
This is what you should have picked me up in on our first date. We enjoyed Fantastic Caverns and do recommend that everyone should go at least once. We learned so much in a short amount of time and we would actually like to go again. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. We appreciate you following us and helping us to grow our channel. Thank you for joining us. We will see you in our next video.